Hello and thank you for watching Hyperon's quick 2-minute video on our acceleration to Box.com. Today I'm going to show you a faster upload, a snappier application, and a greater user experience and why users will be happy campers when using Hyperon. So let's get started. I'm going to bring up Box.com's interface. I'm also going to bring up a local file folder that contains our 3 meg file that we're going to transfer over to Box.com. I'm going to bring up our Excel spreadsheet just so we can document exactly the time that it takes to transfer. I'm going to bring up a stopwatch, and finally I'm going to bring up the Hyperon client, which currently is disabled for our first transfer, as you can see. So without further ado, let's go ahead and drag and drop a 3 meg Excel file over to Box.com and get the transfer going. So the transfer has started. Here's what's going on. Right now, the file is being transferred from my local machine to a Box.com server. Who knows where that Box.com server is sitting? It could be sitting 1,000 miles away. And that is the reason why things get bogged down. Because in between your local machine and the Box.com servers, there's the whole internet, and then there's a lot of variability within the internet. There's distance to the Box.com servers, there's routing, there's latency, there's bandwidth, there's internet traffic, and there's just a host of variables that are bogging down this particular transfer. And that's ultimately what's slowing things down. That is ultimately what Hyperon fixes. And right now, this transfer is just about to wrap up, so I'm going to hit the stop button, and I'm just going to log the time that it takes for that initial transfer. It's about 54 seconds. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete this file that I just transferred to Box.com. I'm going to go ahead and delete it. And then I'm going to turn on the acceleration client. We're going to wait for the acceleration client over here to go healthy as it's connecting to Hyperon's accelerators around the world. We're going to reset the stopwatch, and once it's healthy, it's good to go. I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop the 3 meg Excel file once again, hit the start button, and as we can see, the transfer itself is already accelerating and taking much faster through Hyperon's accelerators. And it's just about to wrap up. Alright, that took about 19 seconds. So hit 19 seconds here. So the total time savings is roughly about 35 seconds. Now, what that translates into for a 30 meg file transfer is a 9-minute transfer time reduced down to 3.17 minutes. So that is significant time savings and a much better user experience. As we can see on the Hyperon client, there's a capacity increase of about 1.6x and a total data reduction of about 37%. So that is Hyperon in a nutshell. Imagine the possibilities of transferring larger files on a day-to-day basis and how much time savings that's ultimately going to deliver to the user and a much better user experience. So that is Hyperon in a summary: faster uploads, snappier applications. Hyperon can accelerate 10 applications simultaneously, and it installs in about 10 minutes. Ultimately, a better user experience and happier campers. Thank you very much for your time today.